Hi everyone. In today's challenge, we are going to solve this problem. The problem name is minimum size subarray sum, and the problem number is 209. Alright, guys. So as usual, first of all, we are going to clearly understand this problem statement. After that, we are going to move to the logic part. We are going to see how we can solve this problem. What is the logic to solve this problem? And after that, we are going to move to the implementation part. We are going to implement our logic in Python, C++, Java, and JavaScript programming language. Fine, guys. Now let's see what this problem says. Right. So problem says given an array of positive integer nums and a positive integer target. Fine, we are given two things, right? First is nothing but array of positive integer, means array of integer, and second thing is nothing but we can say integer only, right? And this is nothing but name as nums array, and this is nothing but target integer, right? Now we have to return the minimum length of subarray whose sum is greater than or equal to the target. So simple thing, guys. What we have to do, we have to find minimum length of subarray from this given array nums whose sum should be greater than or equal to our target integer, right? If you're not getting this, don't worry. We are going to understand with examples, right? But here, this is the only meaning of this particular two line. Now, if there is no such subarray, return 0 instead, right? So guys, if we could not able to find a single subarray whose sum is greater than or equal to the target, then we are going to return nothing but answer 0, right? So let's see this thing with examples, then you can have better understanding. So we have this example 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, right? And target is nothing but 7 only. Fine. So now guys, what we have to do here, actually we have to find a subarray, right? We have to find a minimum length of subarray from this array such that the sum of that subarray should be less than or equal to 7, greater than or equal to the 7, right? So there are many subarray present, right? We have to find a minimum one. So if you will see, guys, here this complete subarray is also satisfying the condition. The simple this subarray also satisfying the condition. But if I see this one, this is a length of 2 subarray, which is also satisfying the condition, right? 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is less than or equal to 7, right? It is satisfying the condition. And we can see that, guys, not a less than 2 length of subarray exist which have some less than or greater than, which have some greater than or equal to this target variable, right? So if we take any subarray of length 1, then we will never get a sum greater than or equal to target, right? So we can say at least we need we can say subarray of 2 length, right? So minimum length of subarray is nothing but 2, which satisfy this particular condition. So we are going to return nothing but answer 2 only, right? I hope you are getting this. Simple thing, guys. But we are seeing here that minimum length of subarray who satisfy the condition means who has sum greater than or equal to the target. So here minimum length of subarray is number 2. We can see that there is length of 2 subarray which have some greater equal to 7, which is greater than or equal to 7, which satisfy the conditions. And there is no more subarray present of length 1 means less than 2, which have some greater than or equal to the target. So this is our right answer, right? So we are going to return nothing but answer 2 only. Now let's move to the example 1 and example 2 and see whether it's getting answer 144. Let's see. So we have this 144 nums array, right? And the target is nothing but we can say 4. So we have to find a subarray, minimum length of subarray who has some greater than or equal to 4, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to see, right? So here we will focus here, guys. This complete subarray also satisfying the condition. This one is also means 2 length subarray is also satisfying the condition. 3 length also satisfying the condition. So 1 length also satisfying the condition, right? I hope it makes sense. 1 length is also satisfying the condition. So we can directly return answer 1 because there is a length of one length of subarray exists who has sum greater than or equal to 4. So we are going to return directly answer 1, right? And in the third example, we have this array. So guys, in this example, you can see, guys, we have target 11. That means we need to find such subarray who has sum greater than or equal to 11. But even if you take whole array as a subarray and you find a sum, then still you are getting a sum less than 11. So that means you could not have a single subarray which satisfy the condition. So we can say directly return answer or directly return answer 0, right? So here also you can see output as well 0. So I hope, guys, you understood this problem statement. Now let's move to the logic part and see how we can solve this particular problem, right? So let's move to the logic part. So I'm just going to write a logic, fine. And here what we are going to do, we are going to write this array 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 3, right? So this is an array and target is nothing but we can say 7, right? So guys, what we are going to do, guys, here we are going to find minimum length of subarray who has some greater than or equal to target, right? This is what all we need to do here. So how we can do, what technique we can use, let's see that. So guys, we are going to use here sliding window, right? What is sliding window? If you don't know about sliding window, don't worry. With this problem, or we can say with this video, you will definitely going to understand what is sliding window, right? Where we have to just move a window, right side or left side. We have to just slide the window, right? Simple thing. So I'm going to write the same array over here: 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 3, guys, right? And here, initially our I and J is standing here. I will also here and J is also here, right? We have taken two variable, right? And here we are going to define we can say two variables. First is nothing but we can say our result which we are going to return. Initially it's going to be a maximum value, let's say infinity, and second is nothing but we can say current sum, which is initially 0, right? We have defined two variable extra, right? Now guys, what we are going to do, we are going to move our window, right? Initially our window is nothing but simple, empty, right? Now what we are going to say, we are at 0, j is nothing but at 0 index, so keep at this one. So j is 0 index, fine. We are going to say just take that value and add in our current sum. So we can say 2 is going to add in our current sum. Current sum is going to be nothing but down 2, right? That is making a sense, right? We are going to move j to the right side when our current sum is less than target, and we are going to move I to right side when current sum is going to less than the target. We can say greater than the target, right? So two things, guys. J will move to the right when current sum is less than target, and I will move to the right side when current sum is greater than the target, right? Now let's see. Now we have j, we are going to move to the right because initially current sum was 0, so j took this value, right? And now you can see, guys, still current sum is greater than, not greater than target, it's less than target, right? So it's going to move to the right side. So we remove this j from here, we come to j here, and we're going to add this value as well. 3 2 is nothing but 5. Still j, current sum is less than target, move j to the right side. We are going to move here, and we can say we are going to add 1 into our current sum, which is nothing but 6. Still less than target, move to the right side. Fine. And 6 plus 2 is nothing but 8. Wait. Now let's see. Here 8 is nothing but not less than target, right? We can say this is greater than target now. So what we have to do? We have to move I to the right side now. Right. So this is nothing but initially our window, right? This is nothing but a window, right? I hope it makes sense, right? So now we have to move I to the right side, right? But for every iteration of I, we have to check if this length is less, we can say less than our result variable, so keep adding this length, right? So here, guys, this is greater than, we can say current sum is 8, which is less than, not less than, which is greater than target, so we are going to move I to the right side. But here you will see this is nothing but j standing at 30 index, I standing at 0 index, right? I hope it makes sense. So j is 3, I is 1, and we are going to add I is 0, and we are going to add plus 1, right? So this is nothing but 4. So that means this is the difference in nothing but 4 length, right? 4 length of difference between them. So we are going to add this in our result because it is smaller than infinity, right? Now why I'm doing this, because we know that whenever this kind of condition come, I will always gonna move when current sum is greater than the target, and that's what only it, right? That's all what we want to do, right? We just want to find a subarray which has sum greater than or equal to the target, and I only moves when sum is greater than equal to the target. So before moving to the I to the right side, we have to just find the length and add it into a result. So here, before moving to this zeroth variable, what I have done, I have added this particular length into a result. Right now, I'm going to decrease this 2 from the current sum array, and now I'm going to say 8 minus 2 is nothing but 6. And now I'm going to move to the right side. Right, and here you can see, guys, current sum is now, we can say it's not greater than, we can say, target. So we'll keep moving j now, right? So we're going to add nothing but j was here initially, so I'm going to take a variable this j here. So we are going to add 4 into our current sum, which is nothing but now equal to 10, right? So we are going to say it's equal to 10, and I have what I'm going to do, I'm going to say fine, it is equal to 10. So you can see, guys, if it is greater than 10 target, so we are going to move I, right? We are going to move I to the right side. So we are going to say I before moving to the right side, just first of all calculate the length. And if you focus here, length is nothing but again j standing at 4th 0 1 2 3 4th index minus I add one index 1 plus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is again 4. So we are going to say 4. So no need to replace with the result variable, right? But move I to the right side and decrement this 3 from the current sum. So 10 minus 3 is 7, and we have moved to the I to the right side. Now, guys, still you can see current sum is still greater than or equal to the 7, right? So again find the length. So j is standing at 4 only, I is standing at now second index, and plus 1. 4 minus 2 plus 1 is nothing but 3. So we can say 3. So result is, now you can see we are getting a 3 length of subarray which satisfies this condition. So earlier result was 4, so replace with this because it is smaller. So we can say this is nothing but 3. Okay, now we are going to decrement this 1 also from current sum, which is nothing but 6, and we are going to move I to the right side. So I will come here, right? And now you can see, guys, current sum is 6, right? 6 is not, we can say, greater than target. So now what, it is less than target, so which gonna move, j will gonna move, right? So j will gonna move, j will come here, and here, guys, you can see j is here. So we are going to say fine, j is at here, so add 3 in your current sum. So we are going to add 3 in our current sum. 6 plus 3 is nothing but 9. Simple, right? And now again it's less, we can say greater than target. So I will gonna move. So I will gonna move. So that means we have to first of all decrease 2. We are going to decrease 7, and we are going to add this particular length as well. So length is nothing but, we can say, j is standing at 5 index, I standing at 3 index. 5 minus 3 plus 1 means 3, 5, 2 plus 1, 3, again 3. So we don't need to replace this. Fine. Now what we are going to do, we are going to move I here, right? We are going to move I here. Fine. So guys, here we are moving I to the right side. Now still you can see that current sum is greater than still target, right? So we are going to find again a length. We are going to say j standing at 6, j standing at 5 only, I standing at 4 plus 1. That means we can say 5 minus 4, 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So length is 2, right? So we are going to see this 2 is greater than, no, we can say smaller than our result. So we are going to update it, right? Result is going to be now 2. And current sum is going to be now, we have to decrement 7 minus 4 is 3, right? Current sum is going to be 3, right? Now you can see guys, current sum is not greater than target. That means we don't want to move to I to the right side. It is less than target. So we are going to move j to the right side. And we're going to move j to the right side, which is nothing but out of bound. So once we have got j out of bound, we are going to return it. We are going to return what? We are going to return our result. I hope it makes sense, right? Simple thing, guys. We are using a sliding window. Where we are moving j to the right side when current sum is less than target. We are moving I to the right side when current sum is greater than target. And we are keep calculating the length before decrementing the value, right? Right, while moving I to the right side. So let's see the implementation part, how we can implement this one, right? This is a simple thing, guys. We are going to do this in just 5 or 6 lines of code, not more than that, right? Let's move to the implementation part and let's see how we can implement this. So guys, I'm first of all with the Python. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say first of all, use a sliding window. For that we have to make two variable I and j. Both are pointing to the 0, right, initially. And second thing is current sum, which initially 0, and target was initially, not target, you can say result was initially float of infinity, means infinity, right? Fine. Now what we are going to do, we are going to say while j is less than length of nums, means j is not out of bound, right? If it is out of bound, so this loop will going to break and we are going to return a result, right? So we can say come out directly, return result here, right? Fine. While j is less than length of nums, we are going to say fine. We can say first of all, we have to add this into our current sum, right? So we are going to say current sum plus equal to nums of I, not I, we can say j, right? Once this is done, we are going to say fine. We have to now check while current sum is greater than or equal to target. If it is greater than or equal to target, what we have to do? We have to say move your I variable to the right side, and before that, before moving that, you have to add a length into your result variable. If it is minimum, result is going to be nothing but minimum of result comma j minus I plus 1. Right, now if it is the case, now what we have to do, we have to find the, we have to move I to the right side. So we can say current sum minus equal to that nums of I and move your I to the right side, I plus plus. After this while loop, we are going to add j plus equal to 1, right? And here we are going to return result. But there is also one condition exists. That is what if there is no such subarray exists, that means result always going to be infinity. So we can say if result is equal to result, if result is not equal to float of infinity. If it is not equal to float of infinity, then only you have to return result. Otherwise, you have to return the 0. Now let's see whether it's working fine or not. So we got a one error that is not equal to, right? So current sum. Okay, so we are doing like this. We have to do like this, right? Now let's see. So you can see guys, all the test case passed finally. So let's try to submit this code as well. So simple thing guys, what we are doing is we are using this particular while loop where we are moving sliding windows j variable to the right side, right? So I hope guys you understood this problem implementation part as well. If you haven't have any kind of doubt, you can write in the comment section. But simple thing here we are doing, we have seen with the logic part, same thing we are doing over here, no change, right? So let's move to the next programming language, which is what we can say C++. So here guys, first of all, int I, which is 0, j is 0, current sum is also going to be 0, and we can say one more thing, that is nothing but result, which is going to be nothing but int max. Fine. While j less than, we can say nums dot size, keep moving, current sum is going to be nothing but plus equal to nums of j. And here if we can say while this current sum is greater than or equal to target, you can say first of all calculate this length. Result is going to be nothing but minimum of result j minus I plus 1. And here you can say if not, we have to just directly do current sum minus equal to nums of I. We have to decrement that I as well and move I to the right side. Fine. And after this while loop, we are going to say j plus plus, and then we are going to return whatever result. So let's see whether not result. We have to here also check if result is equal to int max, then what we have to do, we have to return 0, else we have to return our result. So we can say colon result. Now let's run this code and see whether it's working fine or not. I hope it should work, right? But not, it also giving an error, currency is equal to nums plus of j. So what we have done mistake here, did you means current sum? So current sum is nothing but this, like, right? So let's see. Okay, it's taking a time. You can see guys, all the test case passed, right? So let's try to submit this code as well. And I hope it will also gonna submit, right? So you can see guys, it also got successfully submitted. Now let's move to the next programming language, which is nothing but Java. And here guys, we are gonna say int I0, J0, and here we can say current sum. Current sum is also nothing but 0. And we can say which variable we can give here. Let's say result only, right? Result is gonna be nothing but integer dot max value. Right, now once we are done this thing, we are going to say while j is less than nums dot length, have to keep move, and here we have say current sum plus equal to nums of j, and here we can say while current sum is equal to greater than equal to target, you can say result is going to be nothing but minimum math dot minimum result comma j minus I plus 1, right, if it is greater than equal to the target. And after that we have to say nums of I node, we can say current sum minus equal to nums of, we have to decrement that value from the current sum. And after that we have to move our I to the right side, and after that we have to move j to the right side, and then we have to return our result. Simple thing guys. And if it is equal to integer dot min value, dot min max value, then we have to return what, we have to return 0, else we have to return the result only, right? If there is no such a we can subarray exists, so we have to return 0, otherwise we have to return our result value. Fine. So now let's see again an error, current sum, let's see index out of bound. Index out of bound, what the hell? Next 6 out of bound of length 6, j less than not equal to ice, right? Now let's run. Okay, let's see. Here you guys see guys, all the test case passed. Let's try to submit this code as well, and this will also gonna submit, right? So you can see guys, it also got submitted. Now let's move to the last programming language, which is nothing but Python, JavaScript. And here we're going to say let's define 4 variable. Let I0, J0, current sum 0, right? And here we're going to say also result, which is going to be nothing but infinity, right? Infinity. Fine. Now while length, while j is less than current, we can say nums dot length. So you can say fine current sum plus equal to nums of j, and while this current sum is greater than or equal to target, so what you have to do, you have to first of all take a length in our result. So result going to be math dot min result, and here we have to say nums or not nums j minus I plus 1, right? After that what you have to do, you have to say decrement this value from current sum minus equal to nums of I, and you have to say I plus plus, and you can say here j plus plus, and after that you can simply return your result. But before that you have to check if result is equal to infinity, then what you have to do, you have to say okay, I'm gonna return nothing but then I'm gonna return 0. So let me just give a space, else we are going to return the result only. Now let's run this code, and I hope guys this will also gonna submit, right? Let's see first of all test case. But this is nums, I don't know why I'm doing this typo error, but yeah, now guys let's see. So you can see guys, all the test case passed. So let's try to submit this code as well, right? So here guys, you can see guys, we have successfully submitted with JavaScript as well. So guys, we have seen the implementation part with 4 programming language, Python, C++, Java, and JavaScript. We have also seen the logic part. We have also seen the problem understanding part. If you have any kind of doubt in these 3 sections, problem understanding, logic, and we can say this implementation, you can write in the comment section. I'm always there to help you. And if you learn something new in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Meet you in the next video.